making a new TikTok, Instagram, Facebook account, and then getting your For You page to show you only content from your niche. Whatever type of content you're creating, which in this case is this AI influencer style of content, that's what you want your feed to serve you, right? So you're basically interacting with the feed in a way so that it thinks you're a consumer who only wants to see this content. It's gonna give you a ton of content like that. So here's a burner for AI influencer content. You can see I'm scrolling through and it's just banger, viral videos, one after another from other creators, other people in the space, whatever. I can take inspo from these, I can study these, I can save them. Like, look at this, every single video is exactly the type of content that I'm making and I wanna see, and I can take inspo from it. Because it's hard to find this kind of content, right? It's hard to just search it because it comes up on your feed naturally. That's the whole magic of it. So you have to make a dialed in burner that's gonna show you the content. How do you do that? It's actually super simple. So one, you're gonna make a new social account, right? I would recommend doing one on TikTok, one on Instagram. Usually the Instagram and Facebook, you're gonna get like, people post the same content on both platforms, and they do on TikTok as well, but I would say it's good to be diversified across all the platforms. So just make a new account, and then you wanna look up keywords related to your niche or whatever you're trying to make the burner for. And so you can go really broad with this and do like holistic health, or you can go super dialed and do like high cortisol, right? So as you guys get better, I would recommend having a burner for even like specific angles you're working on, right? But let's say you're doing a health supplement product, you're gonna want to start with just like a broad, this content like that's behind us, right? This kind of just general AI influencer type of content, because you can take angles from most of this. So I'd recommend looking at like holistic health, holistic healer, and then you're gonna find videos from the explore page, like when you search that up, and start interacting with them. Even if it's not the exact content, you wanna just start working on getting your feed like that. The other thing is that we'll have burner accounts listed in the server, and these burner accounts repost this kind of content. And so if you go to those burner accounts and you look at the reposts and you start following what they're reposting, you start liking it, let your phone sit on the table and play a few times over, then it'll start to adapt your For You page to that. And so then once you're starting to get some videos like what you want, only interact with the things that are close to what you want, and then closer, and then closer. And then any video that's not related, you can hold down or hit the 3 dots or whatever and hit not interested. And then if you do this for like 30, 45 minutes, your burner will be super dialed. It'll look like this, and you'll get exactly the kind of content that you want. Then you can follow people, you can save videos, you can kind of do whatever you want with it from there. But now, how do you actually take advantage of it? So the most obvious thing is inspo, right? You're gonna be getting viral content from other creators, from other people in the space on your feed that you can take advantage of. You can even get, like I said, you can have a burner for even specific angles. I would recommend that you guys make a burner for even like real life content. Make a burner for TikTok shop content. Make a burner for, animated videos, right? You can take angles and you can learn about content from all these styles. And so if 100 creators, all their burners are only AI influencer content and all they're seeing is AI influencer content, it's gonna create like an echo chamber, right? Imagine if every single person's feed looked the same, they'd all be taking inspo from the same things. But if you can get out of that a little bit, start learning from real life creators, start learning from app creators, start learning from, like I said, animated content, TikTok shop, whatever, you're gonna get inspo from way out where no one's using it, and it's gonna directly apply to what you're doing. So I would recommend that you guys, don't get too overwhelmed about it right now. Start with the content you're making, but then as you go, you wanna get inspo from farther and farther away sources so that less people are using it for what you're doing. Now, the next thing, and I would say arguably the most important thing about burner maxing, is it's gonna let you train your content mind, because you are literally seeing viral, powerful content from your niche or wherever you're looking, right? What does this do? Well, it allows you to study it, right? You're a new creator, and so you're not gonna be able to break down, exactly every single reason why it worked, break down the high-level copywriting, all that kind of stuff, but you don't need to, right? You are getting a feed of high-quality content that you know is high quality. I could scroll my feed and have, like, I could put a piece of tape on my screen, and block out the likes and the comments and the saves. I could block out the username, everything, only see the video, and I could tell you exactly which videos are viral or not. 100% every single time I could, and that's actually a good thing that you can do for yourself, like a little test, right? And so what you want to do as you're scrolling, let's say you come onto a video like this. Well, this one's not viral. Let's say you come onto this video. We'll just use this one as an example, right? You see that it's relatively viral. It's not insane. You know, I would say high level would be to transcribe the video, watch it all the way through, and try to break down exactly why it worked and which parts. You don't know if it converted. That's the thing. You can look in the comments and kind of see if people are talking about buying the product or whatever. But I would say that this exercise is more useful for studying virality and studying, you know, content that's good in the first 10 seconds or whatever, right? And so, you know, as you're burner scrolling, scroll to get inspo, but then start training your content mind at the same time, okay? So every single video that comes up that's viral, take 10 seconds, right? You don't have to even watch the entire video. Take 10 seconds and think, why is this video viral? Try to name 3 reasons, right? You can even set up specific tasks for yourself. Why is the character good? Why is the hook good? Why is the background good? But just in its most basic form, why did the video go viral? What's good about it, right? And so then you'll start to just identify naturally, subconsciously, the things that make a video viral, that make a video look good, right? Because you just don't know, like you're not doing it naturally. You don't have the muscle memory until you build it. And this is a really, really good way. And then, like I said, after a while, you're gonna be able to look at a video and tell right away if it's viral or not, or if it has potential to be viral. So every single video that's viral, take 10, 20, 30 seconds to analyze why it went viral. And then, now, when you do the side-by-side method, which you just watched before this, you will have a very, very fresh content mind that just came off of watching a bunch of viral videos in your niche, right? So I used the example in the side-by-side method video of watching like NBA players versus, you know, college basketball players. This is the exact same thing. It's like you're watching a bunch of footage of NBA, and then when you go do the side-by-side method, you're comparing a much bigger sample size of videos to your own videos. And it's also going to help trigger that inspo that you just saw, right? So you might have seen a video and written down, you know, oh, I like this angle, or I think I could use this hook, whatever. But then when you go and review your own videos, you know, something might click of like, oh shit, that totally random TikTok shop video that came up on my feed, that would be a good AI avatar to make, that kind of person. Or the visuals they showed. I could show a visual even if it's something totally different, right? It's gonna trigger those connections in your brain, and that's why it's really important to do it back to back, right? You're looking and scrolling at high quality viral content in your niche, you're analyzing why it works, and then as soon as you're done with that, go and look at your own content and break it down, and you will notice so many correlations, right? This is why I say you don't need to be an expert to break down your own content, and it's 100% true. People just don't think that they can do it until they go start to do it, right? Anyone can watch a pro and then watch a beginner and explain all the differences, right? So all you're doing is doing that every single day with a variety of different content from different niches, different creators, different styles, and then you're gonna make a ton of connections and you're gonna learn a lot. So it's basically why to do it. And then watch the doc that I linked below this, because it has a few more like questions that you can ask yourself, basically.